Hey everyone, what's up? This is Stephen KC Railpan here, and welcome to another model railroading video. So today I'd like to give you guys a little bit of an update on my Norfolk Southern GE AC44C6Ms. So as you can see, I have a couple of my C6Ms I'd like to show you guys. So I have a couple of the newest ones, which are the ScaleTrains Rivet counters, which are just released last month in early June. So I also have a couple of the Roundhouse ones, which are basically the budget-friendly ones, but they're a bit inaccurate compared to the prototype. So, as you can see, I have a couple of these. I have two that are Roundhouses, which are easy to tell, and then two of them are ScaleTrains Rivet counters, as you can see. So you can see that if you can compare the two between the inaccurate one and the one that's accurate, which is the Roundhouse one, which is one I have here. This is probably the first one I bought. I think I got this in like, what, 2016 or 2017 somewhere, I forgot. But I got this, and as you can see, for the Roundhouse one, it's basically very inaccurate because the headlight is basically low mounted, which is located right here. Because Norfolk Southern puts their headlights onto the top, which are basically the cab-mounted headlights. And also another thing you notice is, if you can see the cab windows is 3-piece, and the rivet counter one, like you can see this one right here, is a 4-piece. So basically on these, they just use standard AC4400 CW tooling on that. So, if you can see the top, and then some other point differences is this thing right here is shown, and this one, while this one does not have it. And it's also got the low, like, non-lighted ditch lights. And also, if you look at the cab doors, you can see this one has the cab door on the right side, on the Roundhouse. But the prototype one has it on the left side, and there is no door window. So it's another thing. I mean, they have the snowplows are basically are pretty much accurate, and also the handrails on the Roundhouse are inaccurate, as you can see compared to these. So there's that. So I have. Now we look on the conductor side. You can see it's also the same thing. They're pretty much a little different from each other. And the top one, and you can see the roof detail is a little different too. So there's that. So there's that. So those are just a little difference between the Athearn's AC400s, basically just in the C6M paint. There's that. So I have these. So I currently have 4 of them. Even though I know these two. This one right here, the 4059 and the 4001, are just basically AC4400 toolings, but we'll just call them C6Ms for now. So I have these, and then I have 2 rivet counter AC44C6Ms, which are very nice. I actually really love the C6Ms. They're really nice locomotives. Would recommend getting these if you model the modern era, like basically 2016 or like 2015 through present, you would definitely like these. These are great locomotives to get. So I have that. So there's 4 of them. And I'd like to show you something else that's interesting. In 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Here's my next C6M. This is my third ScaleTrains Rivet Counter AC4C6M. So this one I recently purchased not too long ago. So it's very nice. It's basically in the standard NS scheme, so I finally have one in the standard scheme. Because I finally have one in the sine wave scheme, because I love the sine waves. So you can see. Look at that. Details very nice. Everything. Trucks are nicely done. Lots of good detail. Windshield wipers, PTC antennas, and all that. And it's got a nice horn, looks like a K5LA, because that's what the real 4082 has. So that's cool. Truck's nicely done, see-through grills and all that. Everything's really cool. So we'll turn the locomotive around. So, everything. Wow. This is absolutely very stunning. And I can show you the rear. So it's got also the ditch lights, but since this is a standard DC locomotive, the ditch lights do not light up. So they only light up if your locomotive is DC and sound equipped. So there's that. So now there's my 5th one I have. So, but this is my 3rd ScaleTrains one. So this is actually a really cool model. I really admire the C6Ms because they're really nice locomotives. You'll see those everywhere on Norfolk Southern. Because I've seen lots of these before. Especially I've seen lots of these. Like the early ones, like the 4000 series. I've seen, you know, every road number series so far. Like I've seen the 4000s, the 4100s, 4200s, 4300s, the 44s, 4500s, 46, 47, and the 48. And I recently just saw some 4900s as well. So that's really cool. But I've not seen any of the 3900s because I'm not sure about the 39, because I know some of the 3900s that NS sent back to Waptec, and then they later wound up on Ferromix, from what I've heard. So hopefully, probably in future runs, we hope to see I hope to see some CN and maybe some Ferromix AC44C6Ms in the future. Like, you know, we see some in like the CN scheme, Ferromix, and this new Zebra scheme, or just Primer, you know that. Because I've not seen a CN or a Ferromix AC44C6M yet, but hope to see those one day. But anyways, so there it is. So there's my fleet of AC44C6Ms. So I'm going to set this one down here so you guys can see what it looks like. So there it is. There's my 5 AC44C6Ms all together. It's really nice. So yeah, really nice. So that be sure to feature these in future operating sessions. So stay tuned for that. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this video of my update on my C6Ms. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, have a good day, everybody.